The demonstration was very simple to put together. It only took about a week or so of bouncing ideas off other Apostatize buddies and assigning, jobs. It's the hardest part is for any ex-JW, I think, is just confronting that building or JWs in general. We've been indoctrinated with so much fear that confronting that may seem overwhelming. But I encourage everyone to do it. It really is cathartic in a way. I mean, it really shows you how weak they really are. When we first arrived, everyone who was entering was frantically on their phone, walking with their head down very quickly into the hall. Where we had picked to protest was across the street and was public property, so which they used to park in a lot, I guess, because they don't have enough parking space in their parking lot. The house next to them, I believe, either is or was owned by a JW at once, where the presiding overseer would stay, that White House. But I guess they have a relationship with whoever lives there now, or maybe they still own it, I don't know. So they were able to park in his yard. It's ridiculous. These signs are simple signs, something very simple. People will read it. They can't help resist but read it. If you have some paragraph there, they might not look at it, but something very simple and direct will get their attention, and they'll be forced to read it. No matter where they wanted to park these people, they were forced to deal with us. Throughout both meetings, the first and second congregation that came to that hall that day, they stationed brothers outside by the entrances of the driveway. It's at first to, I guess, direct traffic, just to tell everybody not to park by us. Some would attempt to, and they would have to go and tell them not to. And a lot of it's further proof that JWs just don't know what to do without being told. Like they if something happens suddenly or randomly, they're disheveled until they call the legal department, and which I believe is what they did. That no police were called. I think due to the April 9th letter that came out recently, saying that pretty much saying that anything that happens, the answer is always call legal department in New York. And I think the legal advised them just to stay away from us and don't get any confrontations. They made it very easy for us. It's just simple, and I'll tell you, something like the Mass is very simple too. They'll look right at you. When you dehumanize your face like that, they can't see you as a person, and they just see you as you're the the manifestation of apostasy. They're just forced to deal with your message. They can't do anything about it. They gave us lots of dirty looks, What was interesting, and I wasn't really able to capture, or we weren't able to capture in the video, was, like I said, in the beginning, they were very somber, very head to the ground, walking in very quickly into the hall. You could see a lot of brothers asking what to do. Little, gatherings of brothers pointing and, like discussing what the plan was. After the meeting, they came out very happy, very loud. I think their spiritual food filled them up very well. I'm guessing that there was some sort of instruction on the lines of, just pretend they're not there, or act in a way that just to show that we're very happy people, that it doesn't bother us. At the same time, they can't park next to us. So it was very funny. And then when the second congregation came, they all entered the same way that the first congregation did. Now, we didn't stay till the end for them to get out, but I'm sure it would be something similar. Later on, they brought chairs out for the brothers because it was pretty hot, and they standing out there was probably pretty tiring for them. But yeah, it was a very good experience, a lot of fun, and it's so simple. You know, you don't have to do it like this. You know, pick your own way, but anything active is great. You know, movement, actions cause momentum. You know, and I mean, if there's a cause worth fighting for, this is definitely one. They're going to hear us, and they're going, if you, like I said, they're going to laugh and scoff at you like, oh, tee hee ha ha. Some will be very distraught, but they're going to hear us. They're going to hear us one way or another. It's going to be brought to everyone's attention, and I'm telling you, there's nothing like it. You'd be amazed at how simple it is, and how when you stand up to them, they have no power over you at all. So, you know, I advise anybody to take part in something like this, you know. I mean, it'd been great if we had 5 people, or 6 people, or 7. Imagine if we had 10, you know. I mean, it'd be great to see this grow. We'd even had talks a little bit about maybe planning something next year to try to get as many YouTubers and any other interested people that want to do some marching, you know. It's very simple. It's actually a lot of fun, too. It's a lot of fun. We had, you know, people stopping on the side road. We had people driving by giving thumbs up, honking. People stopping by picking up flyers. It's a good time, and I'll tell you, the mass drawed lots of attention. People are suddenly very interested in your message. Just a little theater goes a long way. So like I said, I'm reiterating. I really encourage everybody to, you know, come up with their own thing, or do the same thing, or whatever, you know. Let's get really loud. Let's get really loud. I want to thank Nadia a lot. She put a lot of hard work into this, and there's no way this could have been done without her. I also want to thank J.W. Ferry for all his great words of encouragement, and just always, you know, being there and always having just the most awesome thing to say. I really love you guys, and thanks a lot. I had a blast, and I cannot wait for the next few weeks to do it again. So this is Punk Ninja, and I'll see you guys later.